man. 10 years.
I freaked out. I joined the army. I worked for the government. I went into business with myself. I'm a professional killer. That's what I did.
Okay, well, can I join up?
Yes!
Hello, world. This is Chris Aballo's podcast experiment, and I am Chris Aballo. Welcome to the show. Folks, because you demanded it, in honor of the 10th anniversary of the launch of the only podcast that matters, we're kicking off a couple of reunion shows in person. So please join me in welcoming Jack DeFranco.
Hey, everybody.
Ryan Taggart.
Hey, guys.
And Andrew Rizzatello. Gross.
Sorry, I'm suffering from a little bit of an allergy attack.
There's somebody who's listening to this and they're like eating their drive-through food like right now.
Yeah.
And they're just like, snot.
And then there's someone else listening to this as a mirror in front of them. But still.
Well,
that's a lot, man. $8 on Burger King down the drain.
So
10 friggin' years.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
And now we're in an actual studio.
Well, that's it. This is the fulfillment of a long-time ambition of ours, which was, had we kept going in the way we had originally intended to, and we set out to do the show, we would have wanted to have a studio, frankly, like this. Jack and I were talking about it in last week's show, that this is, that if we had to design a studio, it would pretty much look like this. I mean,
the buzz still hasn't worn off from this.
I know. Well, that was it.
It just started again when he walked back in.
Yeah.
Like, you kidding me?
Well, you were fanboying pretty hard yourself as soon as we walked in the room.
I saw Stormbreaker full size. It's behind me right now. I'm going to use it on Ryan later.
It is.
What did I do?
Anything.
It'll happen. We still got 55 minutes. Okay? Something's going to happen.
Great.
Don't worry, Ryan. Look what's behind you.
But they got nerd shit and beer, so I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
This is true. Well, that's it.
This is my heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Nerd
guys.
shit and
What else
beer.
have we worked for 10 years other than this?
Yeah, other than to not have to engineer a show.
Yeah, that's about
And
it. Thank you, sir.
To get good
This is the man behind the curtain.
To get good and tanked up before we get started. But this would have been our ideal. I mean, frankly, a couple of years ago, if we, if
someone had done his job in California.
Hey, it's not all on me.
Yeah.
It's always the guys who start out in Jersey and move to California and get stuff going that they have to bring their friends along. To. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
I think we have
I was
to.
just
We have
stuck
to
in Jersey.
Let's acknowledge the lovely staff working for us tonight. Mike Sapsik, everybody.
Oh, dear God. Hello, everybody. I'm trying. Thank you so much. I'm trying to be as not
No,
a presence
don't worry about
here.
No,
You'll hear me screaming in the background. Get that nose off that microphone.
Damn it.
we're in a pandemic.
Doesn't know we're in a pandemic.
No, this is a beautiful room. You and Ming have an awesome setup. Seriously.
Thank you very
This
much.
is
the dream.
Yeah.
great.
This has been the dream. And we'll be here for the next couple of weeks doing these 4-piece reunion shows the way we kind of used to do it. And on a hopefully somewhat of a regular basis beyond. With the four of us specifically. We'll be at the studio recording. Jack and I will be here, even if you two are just like, I don't know.
I think
free beer.
I
All
won't
right.
be. You didn't have to convince me to come here.
Yeah.
No, well, that was the thing. I'm like, listen, guys, I know it's a weeknight. I realize, people have kids and, obligations, but
I don't.
I don't either. And I got an hour drive ahead of me after we leave.
Lucky
So there's the
asshole.
idea. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's it. I can sleep whenever I want. I can wake up when I want.
Yeah.
I get
lucky you.
days to myself. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
But-
Dick. That's
Must
why.
be nice.
That's why I have medication.
Well, you know what? While we're here, that brings up an interesting point. Well, first of all, medication. See, I was
Here it goes, people. Remember the old days.
we set
there
up a
goes
really
that train.
we set up a really nice segue, and you just completely derailed it. So, just for the sake of 10 years ago, a different story. Now, half the people at the table are medicated, so there's that. And
More than just allergy-wise. Because I was medicated for that back then, too.
You've been medicated since you could crawl. So that's nothing new. But let's see, 3 of us are in therapy on a regular basis, which obviously which 3. Jack isn't, and I think it's safe to say he's the reason we are in therapy. Because
Yeah.
he's the only one
It
who's
all
got
comes-
away unscathed.
Right.
No, I'm not unscathed. I might be coming to a therapist's office very soon. So
He's coming to a therapist near you.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the new thing. You got to be in therapy
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
because,
just for
I mean,
peace of mind. Not,
who else are you
going
going
to
to talk to?
You need an unbiased third opinion. And
He's just going to show him. Go.
Yeah.
Well, my friends are doing it.
Right.
Apparently, I have problems.
I heard. Yeah. I don't know what they are
Talk
yet.
to
Maybe
people about them.
Maybe you can tell me.
Yeah, Jack's just, I can't tell my wife everything. I mean, she's omnipotent, but I'm just going to let her believe that. And now I'm going to ask you, doctor.
You have a thing called a degree.
Yeah. And confidentiality, which is that alone is worth the money. I got to be honest with you guys. You know, and I got.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of times I said I was going to kill you. Oh no, wait, no.
No, what was that?
Nothing. We'll edit that out in post. So
As he rolls his eyes.
Wait, we're live, pal. I thought that's what we.
not necessarily. That's coming down the pike. We'll do a live stream down the line, but right
God.
now we got to get all this out of our system because otherwise it's just going to be we'll settle in.
Yeah.
Because everybody's just like, anybody who's listening is just, I can't believe this is so hyper right from, they never
yeah.
believe it was so late at night. That's the other thing, because we had a rich tradition of starting early and ending late, but now we're just starting late and ending late.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
we're
and
on the clock.
Fast forward 10 years, like right now, like I'd be in bed tonight if I wasn't here already at this time.
Yeah.
And gee, coming from the guy who would just fucking rag on me for, he's got to go to sleep. He's
Oh
gotta
yeah,
go to work.
I used to give you so much shit, and now like 9 o'clock, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah,
like
you're
I'm,
man.
I'm done. It's pathetic.
Ryan and Jack came over. This was last September, which I can't even believe. But like, only because it was over a year ago, but also January feels like 2 years ago. So just the
Glorious
scale
year
is
of
completely.
2019.
Yeah. But
normal.
they came over. We were going to eat dinner and watch movies and everything. We literally gotten through one movie and it was 8:30, and Ryan's like, I think one more and I'm done. If you want to watch, we better put something on now. Like,
I can't do it. Man.
it's a Saturday.
I don't care what. It doesn't matter what day it is.
I just thought it was a little premature just to be like, really already?
We got to
Or-
run to Wawa, get us some coffee.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you guys are good till like 4 a.m. You're fucking insane.
Not always.
Coming from the guy that
Yeah.
used to do that during college.
That's the funniest part
Every
about
clock is
Ryan.
my limit.
Nobody
2
has
o'clock
any
is my
real
limit.
responsibility in college. All right.
No, it was beyond. This is even before Jack got into the picture. Your whole thing was you would work because you're working at Six Flags.
Yeah.
And part of that was, they close in November and then they open up around spring break. So you get a good 5 months.
Yeah.
During that 5 months, happily unemployed, staying up till 5 a.m. watching Netflix and DVDs. And we'll
Oh, yeah,
sleep
I was-
till 2 in the afternoon the next day. And now you're like, I don't know how you guys sleep till noon. It's just
It was
crazy.
all-
Like,
I
it was such a 180.
Yeah, I was binging Dexter at the time.
Yeah, you
I was
were.
Yeah.
I was eating like whole cans of Pringles, just
and whole bottles of
bloodshot
soda.
eyes until like 4 a.m. One more episode,
Yeah.
and now it's coming back.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
But I mean, you were 26. It's not like you were fresh out of college either. So
I
that
was
was
a
the
little
funny
bit
part.
younger than that, but
Not-
about 20,
maybe.
about 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just the same.
either way, yeah.
The idea is
But
you can't
you-
fathom how we
so
want to
you-
sleep until maybe
you-
noon on a Saturday.
Yeah, but that's when you get on that schedule. When you get on a different schedule, like.
Oh, I get it. Listen, I've had 9 to 5 jobs during my life. I hated every minute of it. But, having to get
feel
up.
you.
I've done the 7 a.m., wake up every
Once I
couple
got
days.
let go from my job earlier this year because of the pandemic, I was like, I'm going to stay on a strict schedule. I'm going to be good. The next day, I slept till 1 o'clock.
Nope.
It's like, well, that's well,
not- yeah.
shit.
There goes that.
It's like there's not even anywhere to go.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm not going to work. There's nowhere to go. So it's very.
I guess I was really tired for weeks. So.
I tuned it out.
It all caught up already.
I just thought everything was going to be like, I'll keep a routine up because that's what everybody says. If you keep
Yeah.
a routine, like prisoners of war and people like that, you get up, you dress yourself,
And you
make
actually
your bed.
dress to like go to your computer. I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, it wears thin very, very quickly.
I'm in
But-
slippers and sweatpants and
Do you have like video calls, or are you just strictly like
video? No, thank God.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I was like, you don't
one
want
of
to
the
see
guys
me
like,
right
I have
now.
a suit on top
Yeah.
and my boxers. That's it.
I may not have any pants on, so you don't want to see any of this.
The first time I put on pants.
No. He has pants on because he is a child.
This is true.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
you
guess
don't
I have
want
to have
anything
pants
dangling.
on. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have a cat. I mean, it's not that bad. You've got it for
He's
whatever
got 2
reason.
dogs though. But then again, peanut butter.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's. Don't
What does that have to do? He's not dipping his dick in peanut butter and just walking around
How
like
do we
Winnie the
get
Pooh, like woo.
How do we get on routines
How
to
do you
stick your
know?
dick in the GIF? Really?
I love peanut butter, man. Just
Not that much.
Don't judge me.
You got to love peanut butter on a whole other level to rub it all over your naughties.
Not Nutella.
Yeah, now we're. Yeah.
Well, quarantine messes people up. All right, so
Yeah, apparently so.
All right, that's fair.
don't act like you haven't done something you're embarrassed of.
I didn't say that. I just said I don't love peanut butter that much.
Plead the fifth.
Not proud.
So the kids thing, which is the segue I was kind of going for before, unintentionally, before we got on how we're all fucked up, much more so than we were 10 years ago, was, yeah, two of them have kids. They both have daughters. And the fact that Jack's sister is, now it's confirmed, she's having a daughter.
Yeah.
I'm like, someone's got to spit out a boy one of these days. I mean,
I'm
our
trying.
friend Dan
I will try
has.
my hardest.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's on you because everybody else so far, we're surrounded by, everybody's henpecked, or we will be.
Yeah.
As soon
Yeah.
as, you know,
Swimming
just
in the
by
estrogen
extension.
ocean.
Yeah. It's severe. But I was actually thinking about,
Yeah, my brother-in-law bought out a bottle of tequila. It's like, well, I'm drinking.
and he will be for the rest of his life.
He's like, should I just
Yep.
start getting weapons now because I'm gonna kill someone?
Oh God, that's the turn Andrew took. It's
Yeah.
just like, I have a daughter. Nobody's gonna date her until she's 40. It's like, all right, fine.
I said the same thing though.
Live
but-
right into the cliche.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but if you
I'm
would've-
still saying it though. Like
Except
I'm.
he,
Yeah.
the only weapons he has are Nerf guns.
But here's the funny
I
part:
do.
if you guys have older daughters and younger sons, the first thing you're going to be saying to your sons, just like, listen. As soon as you're 16, if you're going to go out and lay some pipe, like, I'm cool with it. But your daughter, you're going to, meanwhile, put her in a
not
ball and chain, lock her in the
there's,
basement.
there's a double standard.
There's
and
a
it's stupid.
crazy double
Yeah.
standard when it comes to that.
I mean, I always wanted the boy first, so that way the girl would have an older brother who would crack skulls. You know, when the
Yeah,
dickheads
don't
came
yeah,
around.
we all,
but
though?
no
Don't-
such luck.
As men, don't we all?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we hope for.
You want the
Yeah.
older brother who's going to be like
that
stay away
and,
from
and
her.
to continue on your
I've
name.
had to defend my younger sister a couple times. So
yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. But
I had to
Yeah.
confront a kid at the school bus one day. Like, when
Really?
yeah.
the chromosomes did not
wait,
go
well,
in that
yeah,
favor.
yeah.
Let's table everything else.
Can we
Please
play,
tell
like,
us a
the
story. 'cause
memory- the memory
Like
sound?
last week's episode.
yeah, I can't picture you confronting anybody now, much less as a kid. So I
Remember that time in the movie theater?
we talked about that last week. We talked about that last week. But what happened? You had to confront a kid because
yeah,
what
my
happened?
sister was in like 6th grade, I believe. So I was a sophomore in high school, and this kid kept like picking on all the kids on the bus. And then my sister came home and told us about it and this and that, and I was kind of getting hot about it. My sister said, "Oh, you know what? Can you wait the next day at the school bus and just make sure you're there? Just because he's gonna fold the second he sees you. You're bigger than him. You're 2
True.
years older than him. He was an 8th grader, so he was like picking on all the 6th graders and 7th graders." And then I remember
Lame.
distinctly, my sister said to him on the way home, like she said to me, because we talked about it afterwards, she's like, I told him you were going to be waiting there. He got off the bus. Now, I remember I waited on one side and the bus got off at another, thinking because that's where she got picked up, it was the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this kid just fucking run through the neighborhood in the old development I was in. And then like every kid's like, there he is, Jack. Okay. And I just slowly did like the Undertaker walk to him. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I won't pick on your sister anymore. Like, you better not. And then that was the end. It was underwhelming, but it was just like, yeah.
But also what I
Perfect example.
expected.
That's like the worst kind of example I've had to defend my sister. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I never cracked skulls, as Ryan put it. Just,
Well, I just lost interest. There's no skull cracking.
yeah,
There's no violence?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this.
there's not much skull cracking in Ocean County. I don't know if you've grown up there.
I did grow up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe
All
not
of
in
us
your
did.
not in your neck of the woods, maybe,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, the rich boy over
We're
here.
from the wood.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm from the brick.
Brick Tucky.
We got 2 high schools.
Ooh.
We got 4 elementary schools.
I heard
Need
one.
that.
I heard one of them's not good though.
Which one? Take a coin toss. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Anyway,
So
10
I got
years
a
ago.
question because everybody's on the road to potentially having boys, except for me. So what the fuck was so funny about that?
Because you're just like, yep, they're having boys.
Well, I'm saying it isn't. It is
It's a goddamn lottery system, dude.
It's
It's,
a-
like,
it's
you
a
go,
hope.
All right, I'm done. Let's see
I
what
mean,
happens.
I just want another girl so we could just reuse all the same clothes.
But see, that's being
And I'm
practical.
convinced. Yeah, like
That you cheap bastard.
it's so fucking easy.
But I
Like,
agree with you.
You know how many clothes you have to buy. Obviously, you do.
Yeah, I do.
'Cause
Yes.
They grow like every other week. You need to buy them new clothes because they grew like 4 feet. It's ridiculous.
You see how tall my daughter is, right?
Yeah.
She's almost as tall as my mom.
Well,
Oh, God.
That's not hard. That's not hard
That's
to
true.
beat.
Yeah. Your mom's 4'11" and 6-inch heels, so I can actually see that.
wait, I think I hear
But
her
she's got a hell of a
yelling now.
Dad's is a saint.
Her ears are ringing right now just because I said something. She's like, I know somebody's talking about
It's like
me.
a dog whistle.
Getting the rolling pin ready. Those Italian mamas.
But she's not.
But-
Their father is.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
which I believe we spoke about is a lie anyway.
this is true.
100%.
So the idea of you guys having, excuse me, some popping out some boys, it made me wonder because it's not
Funny,
something.
they're not going to pop them out.
Well, I mean, you guys aren't, but
Really?
if you have a boy,
Well, with the
You
way
ever see that
science
movie
is going-
Junior?
No.
sadly, yes.
Life finds a way. Sorry.
It's okay. I expect nothing less. I walked in just like I'm gonna have no control over this. This thing's gonna be all over the road.
6
and,
hours later.
Yeah,
And you were right.
we just have to lean into it. But if you have boys, will you circumcise them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, because I hear a lot of people talk about it's unnatural and
Yeah,
it's,
all right,
Like
so-
this debate comes up when not in my immediate world, but I've heard enough people have this back and forth about it's not okay, it is okay.
According to Veronica, my wife, who is a registered nurse,
Who's making the decision?
who is yes, she is making the decision. She's the first person the fucking baby sees, besides hands.
Who is that?
Well, I mean, C-section, duh.
The baby might see my dick after she gets pregnant, but probably not.
I'm not that endowed.
Not the way it goes.
So modest. Since when?
Like you've seen it.
Like I haven't?
Shut up. No, so I believe in Europe, and Jack, you're the secretary, so fact check me.
Jackopedia.
I believe circumcisions actually are definitely frowned upon. They're definitely frowned upon, but I
Yes.
don't know if it's not so much a crime, but it's like it has to be medically necessary. Like there's a very bad stigma over there getting your child circumcised.
Yeah, oh, totally.
And specifically in the UK, it's almost I could swear there's some kind of law. Again,
I mean, it's coming from you, so probably not.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm like, Andrew's
Yeah, I
like-
don't know if this sounds correct.
Yeah, Andrew's just a bottomless well of misinformation. So we're going to say it's
I'm like the
legal and
president
highly
then.
popular.
So I'm
Sounds
like the
suspect.
president.
Don't worry, trust me, he doesn't know
No,
anything.
that's great. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
thinking bad teeth and uglier dick.
Well, that honestly
Dirty
is...
ass teeth.
Yeah, which the kid's going to have genetically in his case anyway, as an American. But no, honestly, I
soda.
agree with the Jim Jeffries theory of I want my son to get his dick sucked. You know, that's why I had him circumcised. I mean, he's an Australian dude. He's like, I'd rather have him cut.
Yeah, and imagine
So-
if the girl's never seen that and she's got to be playing with this hood that like
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like,
Well,
that's a night ruiner right there.
well, and
Especially if it's not expected.
maybe I'm crazy, and Andrew, you can back me up on this because you consume the most porn at the table. But when you do
By
see
far.
an uncut penis in porn, there's a moment of like, oh,
It looks like a sausage.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It does.
So this
like-
one
like
time I
it's-
was driving around in Tom's River, and there was this group of
Just penises everywhere.
yeah, it's like
there was this
a bunch
group
of guys
of
have their dicks out.
protesters standing on a corner, and they were all dressed in white, and they had like red paint splotches on their crotches, and they were protesting.
Oh, yes.
circumcision.
Oh, really?
Was that on
Yeah,
37?
this was
On
sometime.
37?
Yeah, it was on Route 37, sometime last year.
Yeah.
And I saw these guys. I'm like, what the fuck
I
is
think
this?
it's right by the hospital, right?
It was
Like maybe a mile away.
yeah, it was
Wasn't
by,
outside of a synagogue.
closer to the Cole, by the Coles Plaza. Then we're standing on the corner
Oh,
there.
okay, that far away.
Yeah,
Because there's a
and,
building.
What?
Right outside. There's a building right outside. I believe that's Community, right in Tom's River.
Community,
Yeah.
yeah.
There, it's. I believe it's a Planned Parenthood, and there's protesters out there all the
Oh
time.
yeah, just west of the Parkway.
Yes. Yeah.
There's
yeah,
a, there's
and
an abortion
protesters.
clinic
You know,
out
the
there.
ultra Christian Orthodox protesters. You
Oh,
know,
there's one
life
over
is
here.
a life and everything.
Down the street further on 35, like when you get off by the train
Plant-
tracks by Red
yeah.
Bank, there's one over there. And one day, my wife and I drove by, and there was a whole big like dead fetus signs and everything else. It's just like, yeah.
And so after I see these idiots on the corner, like I saw the news article pop up like later that day. And
Right.
they were like friends of something like
Uncircumcised.
yeah,
penises.
like yeah, they had something really
Do they have
stupid name.
inflatables? Like
Friends,
Yeah.
friends of foreskin.
Yeah, friends of foreskin or something like that. Yeah, and I'm like, are you really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. It is
Like,
kind of a
is
hot button
this
issue
is
with
the
some
thing
people.
to protest right now?
Well, yeah, all the more like right now. Really,
I mean, it
this
wasn't
is-
2020 yet, but Jesus
No.
Christ.
Yeah, it's like an
But
omen.
in general, there's enough going on that you would think this is the hill you want to die on.
Right.
The
Yes.
foreskin hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something you don't see when you're driving every day.
Right. Yeah. Just see a bunch of people with
the bloody dick patrol.
white- Honestly, but that's what I thought because I mean it's nothing we've ever talked about as far as like so which one of us is circumcised? Huh? Show of hands, guys. But it's yeah, show of dicks. Who's circumcised? All right. Things are going to get very
Compare and
phallic in
contrast.
the next couple of weeks. Well, see, that's
Aren't they always?
May not take that long. I frankly thought, you know,
She
with
said.
Andrew, with yes, we're playing all the hits tonight, people. All the stuff you heard 10 years ago, nothing's changed.
Nothing's
Back
changed.
together.
At all.
But I figured Andrew might be kind of sort of against it for religious reasons, or I figured you'd just be like, "Oh, the doctor cut off the top 3 inches of
Andrew's
my dick,
not
so I'm
religious.
not." No, but he pretends to be.
He doesn't really pretend to
No,
be.
no,
I don't
no.
agree with
I
that.
mean, in it, not as much as his wife, but he goes along with it because she thinks she's Catholic. What is it? Cafeteria Catholic?
Cafeteria Catholic.
E and C.
Yeah.
E and C.
Easter and Christmas Catholic.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
She is, and she admits it wholeheartedly.
Right.
In fact, speaking, we can segue from that.
Sure.
Did you hear what the Pope just said?
I did.
He just trolled everyone.
What did the Pope say?
That civil unions are in the Catholic Church allowed. Gay civil unions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Progressive Pope.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Because a pope saying God loves you too is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Like outside of, I guess, the Unitarian Church is probably the only one with that kind of inclusion. Where
well, I
you
mean,
can-
so interesting story.
I mean, let's be fair. The Catholic Church is doing a lot of damage control. So anything
Yes.
anything to
Yes.
get people back in the pews, it's like we need asses in the seats, people.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Yeah, it is a business.
We don't care what's gone in them. We just want the asses in the seats. Continue.
So I know Lutheran because I was just made a godfather for some fucking reason.
Oh, that person's an idiot, but go on.
But that person
Was there a cancellation?
there was no contract, so I did get a certificate.
Andrew kind of whip
Shit,
finally.
that's more than I got.
Thank God I was outside the church. Otherwise, I'd be burning the entire time.
Oh, that joke.
Yes, here we are. It's
back.
All the old hits, people.
Got a fresh pair of gasoline drawers. Let's do this.
Driving the bus to hell, gasoline drawers on and everything. Thank you. Good night. Anyway, you were made a godfather, which means you can finally do your Brando impression and someone will care.
Yes.
Go on.
But
How is your Brando impression?
It's horrible
I don't
right
think
now.
I've ever
'cause I
seen
Well, you
can't-
got to do it.
No, I can't right now. But
boo.
I know especially with the Lutheran Church, they were one of the first to come out and say, if you're transgender, if you're gay, we don't care. God loves you anyway, because that's the way it's supposed to fucking be. If you
Yeah,
read
that's
the
the way it
fucking
should.
book, at least the New Testament. The Old Testament, on the other hand, it didn't fucking matter. If you didn't pray to him every goddamn hour, you were fucking struck down by lightning.
Yeah. What a great way to incentivize people.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I had to do the reboot. You know what? This is too strict.
Yeah, exactly.
This doesn't appeal to anybody.
And then you have the Mormons, the space Jews. What? Oh my God! Read their stuff. If for no other reason, from an anthropology and like theological aspect of it, just read some of this shit, and you're like, people fucking follow this. You have to be a good person and follow this book specifically.
Stranger things
It's like
have happened,
regarding
I
the
guess.
multiple wives and the magic underwear and all that shit.
Yeah, and and going to space and all that other wonderful
Wait,
shit.
tell me more about this magic underwear.
Although
we don't have time.
Although I have
Maybe
found,
tune in next week and we'll talk magic underwear.
I have
Come on,
found
Ryan's
my
just
new
like
religion.
5 minutes on bloody dick pants. Let's just go.
I have found my new religion. It is
Freemasonry.
No, shut up. It is adentology. It's the worship of curvy women with big butts.
I love it. I'm in.
And you
Like,
cannot
this is
lie.
a legitimate thing. This is real.
Do we have to wear hats?
If you want.
Okay. Hats optional.
but only
I'm
hats.
all in. Well,
Okay.
that's the problem. It's like, do I need to take it off when I go into a building? Yeah, I mean,
You spend way too much time on the internet.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Like
He
I think-
does.
Is this intervention time right now?
well, that's kind of the.
I've got nothing else to do when I'm driving my fucking garbage truck and there's nothing to do.
You shouldn't be texting and driving.
I don't text and drive. I jerk and drive.
But it's also wow. But it's also it's also what you do on the weekends. You're literally up at 7 a.m. on Reddit, just looking up some bullshit. And that, frankly, was one of the things I thought, because I said to... All right, guys.
Looking up some bullshit.
Yeah. Is any of it valuable? He sends us links to like Thursday's news Saturday morning. Yeah. Your Kobe died? Yeah, Andrew, it was 2 days ago.
Chadwick Boseman died. Yeah, we found out. It happened
Yeah, exactly. Like, literally, we were awake.
No,
It was
the
at-
both of you.
It was
like
9:30 at night.
Yeah, it was 9:30 on a Friday night. We're watching Bill and Ted. Like, neither of them
8:15
know
the
that,
next
like-
morning in the group chats, like Chadwick Boseman died. Like, yeah, we know. Like, we were up on a Friday night at 9:30. Go figure.
Well, he wasn't.
I wasn't.
Well, that's it. I said neither of them are going to
Guaranteed I
know.
was sleeping. Yeah.
We did.
Neither of them are going to know until tomorrow morning. We're gonna,
Exactly. Jack and I are watching Bill and Ted 3. We're just like, we're the first ones of our friends to know this because they're all asleep.
Because you're proud of that.
At
Yes, I know
9:30
about
on a
death.
Friday?
Come on.
I wouldn't exactly say we're on some coke-filled party weekend. This was just kind of normal for our watching a movie. It's Friday night. It's 9:30.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what
and
normal
if
people
we
do.
hung out till midnight, who cares?
All right, next question.
We're grown.
Yeah, I know, right? Moving along.
I'm tired of guys with a sense of
Clock is ticking.
sense of enjoyment.
Yeah, right.
Raining on my parade. I have discipline. You guys don't. But anyway, no. One of the things I said to you guys, because we've been all over the road. We haven't talked too much about the only podcast that matters. But the idea that, first of all, at the point when everybody is hearing this, the show should essentially be available everywhere. So if you want to go to your podcast resource of choice, chances are you will find the only podcast that matters. And if you haven't listened to the shows previously, first of all, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
Because
Get used to it.
yeah, that's kind of the.
Except
it's-
this one has
it's
better
our way.
production because we're not dealing with it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of me going back and editing stuff out where I'm like, and Ryan laughs for 6 minutes. Let me just edit all this out
God,
because I could just.
never gonna live it down.
I could hear people clicking the unsubscribe button as I'm editing. I'm
Well, you shouldn't be
highlighting.
so goddamn funny then.
Aw,
Like it's my fault.
flattery will get you everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
But the shows are available. There's a couple of best of shows, which are, of course, the best place to start, and then you can go back and find
Where they came
specific episodes. Yeah, exactly. Which was the one thing I should have. Well,
Broadcast.
we'll talk more about that. Well,
Well, it's not even with us in it.
yeah,
It's all the women.
It's just me. Yeah, and it's a lot of the women who are in our lives. That's a good place to start as well. But no, the best of shows are great. But you can find us on, of course, Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts, and should be on iHeart and Spotify. For some reason, that takes a little longer. Even for this show, it took a little longer to get the approval and have it show up. But available everywhere. So go check that out. And I was kind of saying to the guys, like, well, we still do have a website, like, aside from the catalog. And frankly, I would have expected maybe something would end up there. I mean, I was pitching Andrew a couple of weeks ago because we were talking a little bit about some topical stuff that's going on in the news, and there's a lot of conspiracies and whatnot. And I actually thought, but I thought you would take.
Want to get up on Saturday mornings for some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what gets me out of bed.
Trying to read some
I'd
bullshit.
rather I'd rather
You're dumb.
stay in bed.
You're dumb. You're dumb.
Yeah.
And I can't stop reading. But
No, it's like a train wreck. Like,
but that's kind of what I expected. Was that, I mean, after our, well, we didn't really butt heads through text. We straightened it all out before we actually did the show that night, talking about the suckers and losers thing.
oh yes.
And I made the joke about, like, what do you mean Andrew doesn't believe that? Was he drooing on now? And frankly, I was hoping that I was hoping to see something come of that, like Drew Anon's Reddit roundup. Like, I'd listen to that. Just a weekly podcast of the Reddit bullshit. I mean, who's not gonna
Just
tune
you
into
talking
that?
to yourself.
Yeah, and
Just read it by itself anyway.
Puts a mic in front of his.
not even just screams it into his phone like Bill Burr, like, you know, just like yell for an hour into his
Saturday
phone.
morning
Like,
from 7 a.m.
Tonight I read Reddit.
And later, I commit suicide. Fuck.
That's the show. Tonight on Reddit.
yeah.
That's 4chan. Actually,
Now Reddit's full. So anytime you see some bullshit in the news, it's always something horrible that originated from Reddit. I never see anything good
Yeah.
where
No,
people are
not
talking
normally.
about, like, hey, here's this great AMA from Reddit. It's usually a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's just surprising that you devote
it's funny.
any kind of time.
It's funny that you talk about me starting some kind of show because I am starting something stupid on Snapchat.
Well, we won't be watching.
I know you won't.
Get out.
Wrong.
You lost me at
It's not-
Snapchat.
It's not TikTok. It's not TikTok.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you're
not
right.
on that
It's-
either.
I got too much dignity for the TikTok.
I only like dying apps.
Yeah, it's 2015's version of TikTok. Andrew's like, I'm merging all my Vine content with
Catch me on Quibi.
Snapchat.
Wow. Yeah, that died quick, didn't
Topical.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was right in
Was
line
that
with
6
their
months?
show.
Yeah.
Not only is the content short, but so is our lifespan.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Are you bored during this pandemic and have nothing else to do? Like
Yeah.
literally
There's
nothing
12-minute
else
episodes.
Do you hate streaming on your television?
Do you have no attention span?
Are you not on the go? Well,
Are you
watch
a-
our stuff on your
to do. Are
phone.
you a bird?
Are you a goldfish who can't focus on anything for more than 10 seconds? Maybe we recommend Quibi. Anyway, so you're doing what on Snapchat? Because it's 2015?
Yeah, exactly. It is because people still pay attention to dumb shit on the internet.
And that's where
What,
you come in.
what are you doing? Like, tell us what it is.
I'm doing Drew's Porter reviews.
What?
Porter.
Like, yes,
Like Porter
yes, Jack.
house steaks?
House steaks?
no.
I was about to ask that.
Like,
I can do that too.
that's why I
but-
get up at 7 in the morning. Eat steak. Every Saturday morning and shit. We're at a porterhouse. What's up? This is Andrew.
What'd you say, Dan Drew?
I said, this is Andrew.
You said Dan Drew.
This is Andrew.
Dandrew?
You're
Nobody
combining
else heard
two-
Dan Drew.
You're combining two of your characters now.
No, only you sound like that. My dear
So you're
friend.
reviewing porters? What does that mean?
Porta, like Porta Johns. Like,
What?
You're reviewing toilets.
yes.
Are you fucking
So
serious?
frankly, it belongs on Quibi, if we're being honest. I mean,
Wait, you're being serious right now?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm making dumb shit.
I mean, I've seen a dude like review pizza on YouTube, which is great, but toilets?
oh, that's because
Want
that's
to talk about how the hand sanitizer is always out
No,
in
I'm
the
talking
porta
about all
john?
the racist graphic shit inside and the positive messages of like your mom eats cock and shit inside of it.
Dude, that was on like every toilet in California. Like even the
It's on every
arclight,
toilet
it was
everywhere.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like there's carvings in the toilets. And
yeah, it was like a good version of the stalls in middle school.
yeah,
like,
it's like, what
honestly,
the hell is this?
What?
it was weird. You don't remember that? Like as soon as
I didn't go to California with you.
No, middle. You went to middle
Did you
school.
go to middle
Oh,
school?
you went to Catholic school. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why you're fucked up. Shit escapes me after all this time. I mean, yes, Mike's nodding in agreement. You too?
No, I'm just saying one of the reasons why he's fucked up.
Oh, okay. And see, you've known him for 35 minutes, and you're like, yeah, I get it. I hear this. Like
This is
Porta
the-
Johns.
This,
Ew.
this is the best one I found.
What do you like? Not, we pointed. Here, bring it up to the camera.
Not a
would you?
garbage can.
I don't know if that's catching everything.
Nope.
It's a whole lot of glare.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have to cut this into the video.
Yeah. So
but-
it says not a garbage can, pointing down to the urinal section of the Porta John, and then above that it says, "You're not even my real dad. You can't tell me what to do."
I don't know. Maybe he is.
The
Well,
best
I
thing
mean-
that I ever saw in a public bathroom, it was in a stall in a Pizza Hut, and somebody carved into the wood on the wall and said Krusty Krab Pizza. Best thing I've ever seen in a bathroom
I have
anywhere.
not shit in enough public restrooms to see anything good on walls.
Well, now you need to do. I mean,
Now I got- that's why I gotta go to the
It's
porta
carved
john.
into my memory like it was carved in the wall.
Fuck both of you.
I mean, you don't even need to do it. Just
Krusty Krab, yeah.
go in there just to see what's in there. You don't even need to go in and do your dirty business. Just go scope it out. Andrew's looking for content. all
Yes,
right, for
exactly.
Snapchat.
We got a nice little dick
Please,
drawing
at
on
least
the
it's
bottom
not-
of the bowl
what
here.
was
There, there you go, Jack. You make your own. Perfect. Write some shit in there. Greedo shot first. Be controversial. Greedo shot first. Fine.
What was the Maxwell's, right? That was the bar we went up to in
Hoboken, yeah.
Hoboken,
God,
yeah.
I'm so upset that they closed.
Where the
I
fucking
mean, not that we can
bathroom
go
was
now anyway.
smaller than this fucking table we're at right now.
Yeah. The only thing smaller than that was the room where they had concerts. But I
No,
love that
the
place.
Whiskey
I
A Go Go
loved
was
it.
pretty fucking tight. Remember that, Ryan?
I do remember that.
That was uncomfortably tight, actually.
yeah,
that was a good
I had a
time.
security
Which
guard
one
like
did you-
pressing up against me the entire night. Could you please?
Just like, where do you want us to go?
Yeah.
It's standing room.
They kept shining the flashlight on your back the whole
Yeah, I don't know
time.
what that was about. Like I literally can't move.
Your back hair was coming to life. That's what it was.
It's,
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
And what the hell is
Crawling
that?
through his shirt.
You've never seen this in California.
We see a lot of shit.
We're hairless here.
We've had Artie Lang here.
Yeah. But goddamn, you put his back to shame.
That's no.
I'm guessing. I haven't seen Artie with the shirt on, but I've seen Jack, so there's that.
Oh God.
But many times. No details given.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, so Snapchat. So I guess follow Andrew
So I've got the co-host
at
job.
Metal Drew.
I
on
guess
Snapchat.
follow Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm not going to say I recommend it.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny.
I might contribute, so there's that.
Yeah.
I might
Thanks.
send him
thanks.
photos.
You're saying you're better than me?
No, I'm saying I might send you stuff to
Oh,
be like,
okay.
hey, look at this fucked up thing someone wrote on a stall. Oh, I did take a wait. All right, someone.
See, what happened?
Someone take the
Yeah.
ball. Actually,
Andrew's gonna go live on YouTube.
Y'all shit on me.
Funnily enough, I actually did take a picture of something recently in a stall. Wait a second.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is actually this may be something.
Yeah.
So, someone take the ball while I look this up.
I don't want to touch your balls.
Whoa. Rude.
What are you looking up?
I took a picture of something. I genuinely did in a stall, and I'm thinking, oh, actually, it's funny that Andrew brought it up because ...
Yeah, you're gonna find it quickly.
And I mean, I'm trying,
not.
but again, that's why I'm like, can we do something other than talk about that I'm looking for a photo?
No, because
No.
you're the one stalling right now.
All right, well then never
not
mind.
in a stall.
Exactly.
You're steering this ship.
Fuck you and the show. And your little
You're
Snapchat
just here
show.
on the poop deck and you're stalling.
Trying to find pictures of the said poop deck.
Yeah, well, you should have had that ready.
Well, I didn't know there was a show. That's
We
the
had
funny
no
thing.
idea
like-
going into this. We were getting toilet reviews.
Yeah, we didn't.
I'm on a live stream from the McDonald's and
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little
I
shocked.
fucking will.
I
Because
didn't know
it's
we
a
were going to be
goddamn
talking about
treasure
toilets
trove
tonight.
Of stupid shit.
I'm at the Lakewood
Yeah.
McDonald's on Route 9.
What's up, everybody? Your buddy Metal Drew here. Here,
Oh, we got a super chat from someone.
I'm here at a Subway in Keensburg, and check this out.
God.
It's like, okay.
That's a heroin needle.
Are there any subways left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
They're around.
Oh,
I don't know why we got Wawa, but
I know.
I mean,
That's
and
why I asked.
Quiznos was better anyway.
It was.
100
Agreed.
times better.
this is true. It's like $8 just to have your sub toasted, and yeah, it was worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would. Over the fucking breadway, yes. Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
with him.
That's what I thought. Meatball parm.
Well, yeah, but that's Wawa meatball.
Hey.
No, it wasn't. It was Quick Check.
Really? Oh well, Quick Check's a distant second, but they're still second.
Wawa's meatball parm is awesome, though.
Yes,
It is. We're just gonna get super local, like with references
Yeah, we are.
to
Yeah, we
McDonald's and Subway.
Sorry, rest of the world.
I will not. Somebody's listening. I will not check out the rest
Yeah.
of those episodes.
Yeah.
Actually, that's something.
I don't get it.
Interesting is, especially since you three guys have seen more of the United States than I have. Obviously, there's different not fast food, but like quick,
Convenience
like
store
convenience
chains.
stores. Thank you. Like Sheets, Quick Check. Wawa.
Sheets is fantastic.
I've never been to Sheets. Every time I go to
So-
Pennsylvania, it's like I'm going to get Sheets on the way out and I never get it.
And this might be sacrilege, but their food is better than Wawa's.
That's what I hear.
That's total
Hands down.
That's what I've
sacrilege.
heard.
That's what
It's
I've heard.
true.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All
Their
right.
menu
we
is
gotta,
bigger and the food is just better. And I love Wawa. I
right, that's
love
it.
them, but it's
No more
fucking better.
excuses.
huh?
Yeah.
I haven't. I think I've stopped for gas and to like use the bathroom or something at one. I don't know that I've ever actually got.
What was on the wall in the bathroom?
Had
Yeah.
I known that was going to come in
Let's
handy,
circle back.
I would have been taking photos for weeks just to plug Andrew's little Snapchat show. So
And
good,
in other
disappears in
states that are
24
not
hours.
stupid,
It
they
does.
have booze at Sheets. Like it's like
But
a
that's
full
because
stop.
it's not
It's a
New
difference,
Jersey.
yeah.
because it's not
yeah,
New Jersey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that by default pretty much makes it
Grocery
better.
stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit.
Still tickles me when I see like beer in grocery stores
Yeah.
when I go
or
out of state.
convenience store.
Or
beer in 7-Eleven in
Yeah.
D.C. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Not this stupid state.
No, thank you.
Thank you, whoever.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. It's the funny part. So you've gone to a handful of states. You went to one with us,
Yes.
which was
Boston.
when we went to Boston.
Actually, I went there twice.
Oh yeah, you and Ryan went there. That's right.
3 times then. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
3 times to Boston then.
Okay.
I went with Ryan for the beer escapades.
Yes, we went
which
8
was-
years ago.
We went as the podcast with
Yes.
everybody.
Yeah.
And then I went last summer with the Masons because that was my choice to go. And of course, I had to hit Trillium again.
Yep. So you and Freemason Fred drove up to Boston.
Yeah, me,
Come on, Freemason Fred. Let's check out some breweries in Boston
and
and
about
shit.
18 of our friends that got wasted on a bus. So
You rented a party bus to go to Boston to
one
get
of the
drunk?
brothers owns a business and
One of the
drives a
brothers.
bus.
You believe this shit? I'm not okay with you being a Freemason.
Why?
I mean, and it's
If
not
anything,
even
it's better for my mental health. Circling back to the original talk.
What's wrong with us? Anyway.
Everything.
As long as he stays away
All
from
right.
Cracker Barrel, he's okay.
Yes.
By the way, I will
Fuck
support
you. Shut up.
No, fuck Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
I ate there once. Garbage.
It's not garbage.
It's not
awesome.
garbage.
It
It's
is
actually really
garbage.
good.
It's hot garbage.
It's
You're
garbage.
right.
Oh, man,
it's
I had
not
I was
this-
like, I'm with Andrew on
I had this
Fuck
fried
this shit.
chicken with like this gravy on it and biscuits. It was so fucking awesome.
Not really.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I've never had a bad meal there. I don't know what
Yeah.
you guys are
I've never had a
eating.
good meal there.
Yeah.
You went once. You're
know,
all for
that's the
one.
point.
Give me a
No,
break.
Jack does this thing where he like eats somewhere and then he poops and then he's like, "Oh, it was terrible. It killed me." Never eating there again.
Wait, so that's your gauge?
How bad the
like,
poop
yeah,
was?
yeah.
If I have a bad meal, yeah, I
It
won't
went,
eat there again.
it went through you like a laser beam. You're never getting there again. I mean,
You don't know my bowels, Ryan. I sat
Yes,
there.
I do.
Whoa.
I was fine. I just thought the meal
Colonoscopy
sucked.
time.
Whole thing sucked.
that's what Jack wrote on the wall in the stall. And never eating here again.
Cracker Barrel sucks. SUX.
Jack was here. WZ.
Oh God.
I don't understand it.
Yes, I went to Boston 3 times. I've been to DC, Florida twice, and that's.
But
and Georgia.
with the Freemasons.
No, just Boston with the Freemasons.
Why'd you go to Florida? Like,
Uh,
were you kidnapped?
No, ROTC for nationals.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
high
that.
school.
Okay.
That's why he hates Cracker Barrel.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's.
Oh
that's
yeah,
where it
actually,
came from.
I did. I
That's
forgot
where the
about that.
hatred
That you stopped at
initiated.
every
Every
Cracker Barrel.
Fucking Cracker Barrel all the way the fuck down there.
We have Waffle
And a
House. No,
16-hour
Cracker Barrel.
drive in a fucking yellow bus. Not even a goddamn tour bus. A yellow,
Like a school
like
bus.
a Jay's busing school bus.
Aye, aye, aye.
16 hours and every fucking morning. Oh, look, a Cracker Barrel. No!
But I want Waffle House. Not today, Andrew. We'll get Waffle House on the way home.
I don't know what a grit is. I want to go to Waffle House. Grits are good.
Yeah,
You
as
having a
long
Cracker
as
Barrel?
they're not from Cracker Barrel. I'll eat grits when they're made by someone else.
Yeah.
Deal.
God.
Instead of the crackers, a Cracker Barrel.
Huh?
Not the crackers, a Cracker Barrel.
No, Caucasian Barrel.
Like made by the Caucasian Barrel?
Yeah,
I guess it
yeah.
counts.
See, we have to be politically correct all of a sudden.
But see, the idea of you being a Freemason, just to get back to that before we went way out of the
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
just to come back to
yeah.
that, is I don't know. It's changing you in ways. Like, for instance, I was laughing at seeing different posts on. Well, I mean, the traveling part is good because you won't go anywhere with us, and you literally wouldn't even leave Ocean County up until till us. So maybe in the like you made it all the way to almost 30, having not left except to apparently go to Cracker Barrel and Florida. But otherwise, I
Cracker
thought.
Barrel down the East Coast, like
Like-
every fucking one of them.
But aside from the travel part, I'm just thinking. Like, I remember seeing what really set me off was Christmas, and I'm looking at the posts and everything because everybody knows it's been repeated over and over again endlessly. But Andrew hates Christmas.
Yep.
But meanwhile, you've got you got Freemason Fred is posting on your Facebook wall. Freemason Fred on Facebook, by the way. Give his page
just
a like.
love the alliteration.
Like and subscribe to his page. No, but he's writing on your
I'm
page.
gonna have to go and make that page now.
Posting it on your wall. Merry Christmas, brother. And then you reply, it's like, same to you, brother. And I'm like, what is he, Hulk Hogan now? I'm like, Andrew he not only does he not wish people Merry Christmas, he's calling everybody brother. And I don't know that I'm okay with that. Like, for as long as I've known you, which is almost 21 years now, I'm thinking, this doesn't
legal.
sound right. Yeah, our friendship is legal now.
Whoa, wait, whoa.
Before, it was just naughty. Now it's legal. But
You're getting older,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just didn't sit well with me. I'm literally waiting for you to come out in your yellow tank top, peel it off. Like, what are you going to do, brother?
I've done that already.
Do you do that at the lodge? Because that'd
Yes.
be amazing.
You know what?
Do
I'm gonna do that.
Do
next
entrance
year.
music?
I'm in.
When I
will
become,
show up
when
on
I
a
become
Tuesday.
president
Ooh,
next year,
yeah.
that's how I'm coming in every time.
That's another
just
thing.
fucking ripping it open.
You've been in them for what, 6 years now? Or
It'll
next
be
year's
6
going to be
years,
6
yes.
years? Yeah,
Yes.
and you're already going to be president? Like,
Yes.
that shows you how few people want to join this antiquated club of yours.
Thanks.
That you're already going to be president. You
No,
just
there's
joined.
there's other reasons for that, but thanks for making it seem like we're.
What have you done? No, I want to know because
It's not so much what I've done. It's the fact that other people have bowed out because of either life or financial reasons. That's why.
What's the financial obligation to be president of a lodge?
It sounds like how Hulk Hogan got on top because a lot of people.
Did they join the NWO? Like, what happened? Like,
Sting came in and just screwed it all for everybody. God damn it.
Why do people bow out of something like that?
Because of work or family issues normally. Like
Because they don't have the time to put in? You're like,
Yes.
I'm on Reddit at 7 a.m. every Saturday. I got free time. Clearly.
pretty much. I've got nothing better to do.
I've
and
got
I hate
Freemason time.
I hate my family, so I'm going to go hang out with a bunch of guys and drink whiskey and smoke cigars.
That's the exact demographic I imagine is there. Tuesday night, bunch of guys bitch about their kids and wives.
No, it's not.
Got a lot of guys who look like you, angry, a couple extra pounds on them, sheet white.
Oh, thanks a lot for the guy who's actually taking a fucking diet right now, you fuck.
Well, I'm going by the
A
average.
couple extra pounds.
Again, 21 years. I mean, give or take, 10,
Listen,
20
quarantine
pounds.
was hard on all of us. In fact, that made me my fattest. Like,
Yeah,
well,
me too.
Likewise,
Me too.
I'm up to my
me too,
highest
so.
weight,
yeah,
as we've talked about.
270.
Really?
That was my highest.
I can't even
during-
picture you. being
Yeah, I
that
can't
heavy.
picture that
That's
either.
how, like, I was uncomfortably heavy and felt rolls under my, like, if I went like this with my arms and closed my arms close to my body, I felt rolls. That's how heavy I was. And that's what, and like, I actually, like, got out of breath getting in and out of my work truck and doing manual labor. Like, my heart rate went up and I actually couldn't breathe. Like, I was that heavy.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
See,
Like-
I do have those moments where I've gotten winded.
No,
and
no,
those
this
are really
wasn't-
the only.
This
there's
wasn't winded.
movies.
Like, there's a difference between like winded, like, whew, that was a hard workout.
Oh, no, well,
or
I haven't
me,
been-
like, literally just.
I haven't been near 270, but I'm also taller than you, so it probably distributes a little bit differently. But like that's where I've really noticed it in the last couple of months.
Yeah, well, Andrew and I are around the same height and weight, so I can definitely feel what you're doing. Because a couple weeks ago, I
Yeah.
had to help move something upstairs at my in-laws' house, and it was like, God damn, like that was pretty heavy. It was like a whole.
And it was probably nothing if you
no,
were
it was.
like
I was
5
carrying an
years-
exercise bike with someone up the
Okay,
stairs.
but
so I was
still.
like, I was like,
You
yeah.
you had help, but give yourself 5 years previous, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, that was a little bit of a workout, but not
Yes.
nearly as bad as it is now.
Well, and
Absolutely.
age too
Yes.
is definitely
yes,
a factor too.
age is
because
a factor, but
Absolutely.
the fact that, especially for me, because I was forced to stay home for the first 2 weeks because I was on quarantine because my wife caught it.
yeah, which we covered in an earlier
We
episode.
did.
But
So I'm just reiterating. Yeah, I gained I don't know how many pounds because I had to stay home. I couldn't do anything.
yeah, well, initially that's kind of what
You
we
know?
all did.
So I finally broke and I went on Noom. You see
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, see, it's
How is that?
How is it?
It's a dieting app. Everything. See, the way I think of it is everyone reacts differently to everything, to stimuli. All right. Personally, Noom helped me because it's a lot of psychological stuff, and it's also calorie counting. You fill out this questionnaire before you start. You say how much you want to lose. I put down 50 pounds because at the time I was 268.4. That's what I was when I started it. I am now down to 249.8.
And how long? And this is after how long?
2 months.
That's good.
That's
Yeah,
that's
great.
healthy.
That's really
I mean,
good.
Exa-
Yeah.
Exactly, and
That's
that's
good.
one of the things that in my older mindset is better because I'm not taking some kind of ripped fuel or whatever it is.
Oh, God. Yeah, Hydroxycut or any of
anything
that
like
other
that.
stuff
That's
that's
literally
heart attack
just
stuff.
speeding your
Yeah.
speeding your heart up and not really doing anything for you unless you are working out. And,
Right.
and that's the other thing, at least with Noom, is that they tell you don't have to change your diet, meaning like what you actually eat. They suggest obviously the normal things of greens and whole wheat and things like that. It's not an Atkins style thing where you're eliminating dairy and you're
or keto, where it's entire categories of things are just
it's none of
completely
that.
out.
It is more of a calorie counting than anything else. And it's also the psychological thing. Like, one thing that really stuck with me is, think of it this way. You're on a diet, and you're like, I can't have cookies anymore. Well, that's just
Yeah, see, that's where I fall apart.
That's
That's where I
it
throw
made-
myself into traffic.
But that's what I mean. Like, initially, when you get
Can't
into a
do
diet,
it.
you're like, I can't have Oreos anymore. It's going to make you want Oreos more.
I did that to myself because I thought about it. Well, no, just with cutting stuff out. I'm like, okay, because I went to the doctor recently after having not gone basically all year, and he wanted, they want to have blood work
Of
done and
course.
everything for this year, and like basically everything was high. Like it was my blood pressure, my
Yeah, yeah,
cholesterol,
yeah.
my blood sugar, and that's probably from 6 months of sitting on your ass eating a lot of stuff. So I said, all right, I'm going to cut out a lot of things. And his thing was he put me on a couple of medications temporarily. He said, you're going to come back see me in January,
Right.
You got 90 days worth of these medications, and you're
Hopefully
too
we
young
see-
to be on them for long
Right,
term.
right,
So
right.
he's like, the goal is to be off these. You need to lose weight, watch your stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm eliminating a bunch of stuff. Like, what checks 2 big boxes for cholesterol and sugar and frankly weight gain? Ice cream. So I'm like, okay, I'm not having ice cream. And then the other day I thought, okay, I'm going to get 8 pints of ice cream after
Yeah.
not having one for weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm going to recognize it as being an exception. And I'm going to enjoy it. And then we're going to take a break from it again. But it's the idea of like, I can't have this at all
Yes.
for the next 3
Your-
months
your
is
psychic-
what fucks me. And
yeah.
sugar in general, which is my downfall.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a vice, and mine is sugar.
All of us here, it's sugar, and you'd be surprised how much sugar is in
Everything.
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 Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Everything.
We didn't even. That's another thing we need to talk about is
so-
my esophagus issues last year in soy. But we'll get to that in future.
Yeah.
Teaser for a future episode, folks. Click that subscribe button.
Yeah, there we go. There's your plug. No, but like, that was the other cool thing with Noom is they separate your food into 3 categories: red, yellow, and green. Obviously, green being the way that they describe it is you want to have less calorie dense food. So between a grape and a raisin, it's the same fruit. Which one should you have?
Great.
Yeah, because it's got more water in it.
Right.
And that'll fill you up more. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's the idea behind their philosophy. And other things like don't limit yourself. Don't say to yourself, "I can't have cookies." No, you can
Right.
have cookies,
But you got to be responsible.
but you got to start paying attention to the serving size. Like,
Yeah.
holy
Yeah.
shit!
Or
If it says one cookie, that means you eat one cookie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
You know
it's
what-
100. It's 110 calories.
Do you know what the
Yeah.
serving size for Oreos are?
2.
2 cookies. You know how many calories? 140.
That sounds about right.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
They
like
shouldn't be so
70
fucking
calories.
delicious. Really.
Exactly. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
they
You know,
should
all
be.
of us at
That's
this
their
table,
fault.
including our, captain over here, will eat an entire sleeve. Or,
Right?
Like,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah,
I have no
listen,
problem
Jack
with
and
that.
I would tackle an entire package of Oreos
Yeah.
together.
And there's
Yeah.
always seasonal ones, like
Yeah.
Halloween ones are out now.
Or the double stuff.
Or mint chocolate.
Oh, God.
Corey,
you're
our friend
kidding.
Corey gave us
you
some
and
shit
mint
about-
chocolate something.
Yeah. Our friend Corey gave us shit about double stuff. Oh, they're gross. When we hung out with him last time, I was like, "You're insane."
It's like, what's gross? Like, there's more of the good stuff.
Yeah, it's more cream.
Like, oh, it's
Who doesn't want
What's
more
wrong
cream?
with you?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
he's all uppity because not only did he have to have his gallbladder removed, but he also got the gastric sleeve. So he's just like, I'm not eating that. Like, and you can. And you
Yeah,
won't.
exactly. Because it'll
So joke's on
actually
you.
adversely affect you more immediately than it will us.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Well, you
now I'm
can't-
going to have a 400 calorie cookie.
But like,
There's a place by me. It's open till midnight that makes
God.
like sweet ass cookies. It's like the this is a
Voodoo
outside
donut kind of thing?
I was gonna say voodoo donuts,
Yeah,
but I'm like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not that would be a regional reference in like California.
Yeah.
but
Well,
I'm thinking
I mean,
locally here. But everyone, it's social
You know
media
it.
age. You know what voodoo donuts is, but they do that with cookies. Like it's cookies
God.
with frosting and Captain Crunch, and I'm just thinking
Oh,
it's everything
I-
I want.
I-
And the best part is
like,
it
what's
has
that,
Captain Crunch, so I could eat it for breakfast too. And it creates projectiles. Like I
you
just
drooled
went,
already.
And that's how you justify
I
it.
mean, yeah, well, that's exactly it. But see, that's where I get into trouble because there are enough of those where I'm like, that was really good. I should do that again.
Yeah.
And I tell myself I'm going to treat myself to doing this.
And then you keep treating yourself.
And then it gets to a point where, like, when Jack and I were here recording the last episode of the show, like over here, there's the big TV screen, basically, which is a monitor where stuff pops up.
Right.
And we get in the room, we're getting into position, and I didn't see what was on there. The camera feed is on there.
What kind of position?
But I looked over it, none of your business. But I looked over it.
He's a power
That's
bottom.
going to be on the OnlyFans. But I literally we're coming over here in our seats, and I kind of see out of the corner of my eye the TV, and I was like, "Oh, Steven Seagal shaved his goatee. Oh my God, it's me!" Like I was totally just blown away. Like what happened? Like that's where the weight thing. Like I said, I don't feel it as much as when I see it. I'm like, ah! I'm the fattest person I've ever seen. I'm just. I sometimes like we've a mirror, like a full length mirror on the back of the bathroom door, but it's usually fogged up. But because the weather's been a little cool, it's like I'm gonna open there's a window on the side that's basically in the shower, so I'll open it up because who doesn't like a cool breeze in their ass, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Anyway, so
Or look at themselves shitting. I don't know.
yeah, well, there's that, which is fun too. Those are the pictures I'm gonna send Andrew for his Snapchat. So if you like seeing
Just write
dudes,
something on the side of the
Enjoy
toilet.
your
That's how we
lunch.
get off on it.
Oh my God.
if you like seeing dudes with their boxers around their ankles, seeing from the knee down, boy, do I have photos for you. But
Drew's Porter reviews after
that's
dark.
right. Oh my God, the After Dark show is awesome. It's like here's the dirty stuff I couldn't show you.
Is that a sequoia tree? No, that's Chris's legs.
But I on occasion, like it happened. This is prior to the show, but like over the summer when it was nice enough where I was like, I'm going to leave the window open. And then obviously the mirrors don't fog up as much. So I stepped out of the shower and I literally recoiled so much I almost fell back in.
Oh my God.
Because it's a tub with a shower like most people. And I was like, oh my God. And I backed up to where I almost
scared
fell
yourself
in.
that much?
I did because I was just like, what happened? Like Sully from Monsters Inc. lost all his hair. He's an albino underneath because I haven't seen the sun all year. I mean, which is a drag because since I haven't been wearing pants since March. I mean, except to come here, like my legs would look awesome, but it's just the gut and the face. Which anybody,
fupa.
yeah. Oh God. Oh, the
Well, you
fupa.
got one of those?
No, it's not that bad. Like I could see my belt buckle and stuff. It's not that bad. I can see my dick.
You see your
Like,
wiener?
yeah, exactly. Like it's
You know
not
what the
that
sad
bad.
part is? That was one of the measurements for me.
What, measuring
Being
your dick?
able to see
No,
your wiener?
Being able to see it.
Really?
So I swear to you.
So
Well, you couldn't
so
see it at one point?
2 months ago, you
Yeah.
couldn't see it.
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. That's how big my gut was.
Now, if you can only get your wife to feel it. Bazing!
Yeah. No, I'll give you that one.
All right, well, so that,
Just a tip.
another one right over the plate.
Yeah. Not even. Just,
She thinks it's just the tip. And therein lies the problem.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like that was an actual measurement.
So you're
for-
recommending this Zumba app or whatever?
Zumba? No,
What's it
Noom.
called?
Noom.
Noom?
Noom. Noom.
I've never heard of it until today. So
Really?
That's why,
Yeah, It's been out there.
I
I'm
see
sorry.
ads for it,
I
like, on
believe it's
Facebook.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why you gotta love you some Facebook. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like
No,
there's a lot of sponsored posts about
It is
Noom. I
very
guess.
prevalent.
That shit reads your mind, though.
It does.
It shows you
They're
ad for
listening.
things that you like think about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah. Well, Big Brother is always watching,
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
and his name is Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. I've
So-
already had my 30-day ban. Thank you.
Yeah, we talked about that
because
as well.
I posted something about
Just for
Russians.
that, by the way, I did put I did use fucking Russians in a chat just as a
Yeah.
little callback to a show a couple of weeks ago to see what would happen. So far, nothing, but who knows? Maybe like this guy's not even on. Like he doesn't even use his Facebook. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Banning him will have no
He's
effect.
punishing himself.
Yeah,
Slippery
exactly.
fucking Russian.
He's punishing
Seriously.
himself by not getting into
I told
political
you about
arguments.
this, right? Or you
You
listened
did.
to the show, right?
But this guy-
I couldn't fucking believe that. Like,
I
really?
asked you why you got banned. I think you told me it was something about
Yes.
Fucking Russians.
something about Russians.
But in a private chat, that is a little weird. That is a little Big Brother. Like we know
Yeah.
what you wrote.
yeah.
It's like you're getting banned.
Out
Which
of
again
all-
for
out of
Andrew.
all things,
Well, fuck you. I got Reddit.
I have worse things
Or
that
somebody
I can look
sold you out.
At. Yeah,
Where do I
somebody
post
fucking-
it?
Somebody ban-hammered me because I
Yeah.
said Russians.
Someone in this chat was like 1/16th Russian. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, wait a minute.
And like I will not settle for this. Like they're literally they have a bottle of Smirnoff beside them. They're just like
I must break
this
it.
They're
won't
wearing,
stand.
nothing, they're wearing nothing but fucking Adidas tracksuits. Nothing good
I
is
must
Slav.
break
Everything
you.
is Slav. Slav stance. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna look into Noom because if it's been that effective, like that,
I'll send you a link, and obviously, because that's the other thing is it's.
do you get like £5 off if I sign up with your referral link?
Yes. No,
Somebody
no,
comes and
you
asks
get
you-
like
Somebody comes and just carves it up.
Yeah, they come with a scalpel.
Somebody comes in, yeah, with a Hoover, with the needle on the end, and they just,
Which part do you want to lose? Could you take this and put it here?
yeah, can you inject it in my dick, please? Like Andrew, your dick's
So we're
fat.
only taking. So we're
Your
only
dick
taking
is
it away.
obese.
It looks like a tuna can.
I thought it was bad when it looked like a grape. But now,
God.
Poor Mike.
What's that?
Mike is like, I'm so glad this is my last show of the day. Fucking, I can't do this anymore.
Guys before we were so much better.
Bunch of jackasses who think they're funny every hour of the day at this studio.
I think it'd serve you guys right if I committed suicide right here. In front
Do
of
I have to clean it up?
It would get us a lot.
Yeah.
If you
No,
come,
you guys just slink out like.
All right,
fuck,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't make
I mean-
nothing come back.
if you could do it,
Coronavirus,
if
we're
you
not
could do
doing
it
any
in
cleaning.
frame, that would be
He
great.
didn't die by
Like-
suicide. He died by coronavirus. Yeah.
Don't post it to Facebook. You'll get banned for a month.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Only a month though.
Andrew posted on
you
Snapchat.
won't get banned if we put it as a news story. So we'll use that way, and then we can show graphic images.
Is that really? Are those on Facebook?
Yeah, but
wouldn't-
someone
I
will-
wouldn't doubt that.
The fact checker will get you, though.
Yes, because it's unclear that he died of suicide. It was really COVID. Just there goes the train. There goes
Yep,
the thought
that-
train right there.
Andrew's next
It's all
Reddit
over the
thread
place.
coming this Saturday morning.
Saturday morning suicides. Woo! Oh
That's
God.
dark. I don't know. I still vote for Reddit Roundup. I do think that would be funny. Like, I don't care if it's 4.5 minutes every week. Like, I would be, if nothing else, it would be like for me. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
do
I want to hear
something-
Andrew just complain.
Do something useful with your Snapchat.
We have a whole website. I mean, you can post it. Why waste it? Like, we have a site, even though we're
Such
not doing
untapped
shows on the
potential.
site.
Oh yes.
It is.
Yes. Yes. Coming from the guy that started his own website that was supposed to be about TVs.
Two
websites. That was supposed to be about TVs.
I got a whole bunch of websites.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryan owns so many
Wasted
.coms
potential.
and uses none.
I have stop started so much I don't even know where to begin.
I had brake check myself.
I have a short attention span.
When it comes
shit.
when it comes
So
to
you're
when it comes to jobs and creativity, at the 2-year mark, Ryan just checks
Yeah.
out. He's like, I can't do this
I
anymore.
can't do this.
Yeah. God damn it.
Explains a lot. Explains why we're here now and just doing this show instead of the other show.
Yeah, right.
Come crawling back.
Clock's running on
right.
the Instagram page, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got about a year
Oh my
left.
God.
I almost
Honey, I
forgot about
chugged the
that.
beers.
Yeah.
It's
Is
run
this
by my
all
wife.
right? Quick. I mean, I think you pretty much already copped to the medicated part. But is this the first beer you've had in recent times, or have you been imbibing? Oh, no. That was, apparently that was one of the first things to go.
I
So
started
that's why
drinking
I
on the
asked.
meds, and
It was for me.
Yeah, mixing stuff.
Is it?
so,
Well, yeah.
Yes.
You're more of a brown liquor kind of.
Yeah, I'm more of a
Guy
hard-
these
But
days.
no, in all honesty, this is the first beer I've had in probably a month.
How did it go?
Good, actually.
Yeah.
This is really good. Actually,
still
thank
here.
you, Mike, for
He's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not having the issues that I normally have. You know what I think it is? Besides maybe a hop thing, all the beers that you and I enjoy, IPAs and things like that, everyone seems to go with the heavily oated or lactose sugars. I have one of those.
Give me that milkshake. I'm a basic bitch. Give
I
me
know
that
you're a
milkshake
basic bitch.
IPA.
I'm surprised you don't have a pumpkin. You know, Kalishnikov is coming out with a pumpkin spice version.
Oh, I
right?
have that.
Like,
I got it today.
Fucking bitch.
It's probably going to
Oh
be
my
for Jack.
Fucking Russians.
Bullshit.
Fucking
You're-
Russians.
Of course, it's Kalashnikov, or what is it? And
It's Icarus, the
Oh, okay.
the brewery in Lakewood.
I mean, it's like 15% alcohol,
It is.
so it's not that
by
basic.
itself. So it started as Kalishnikov, then it went to Kalishnikov. It's a stout. It went to Kalishnikov, and then they have variants where one's aged in bourbon barrels, one was aged in wine barrels, I believe, and one was. They have so many
Some kind of
variants of it. They finally came out with AK-47, which is another variant of it, and now this
Also
season,
Russian.
oh yeah, and now, jeez, and now they just came out with their pumpkin spice latte version.
There's
I'm
no
not
pumpkin
surprised.
in it, though.
No, it's
It's
all
just-
the,
it's
the
spices
spices,
and-
that star
vanilla.
anise and vanilla and cinnamon and
Honey.
things like.
hopping on the trend of
Yes,
like,
exactly.
listen, people
Yeah.
are going to buy it just because it says pumpkin spice.
Yes.
There's a bunch of
lot
white girls around, and it's fall. Like,
Exactly.
What do you expect?
Yeah, their Uggs need to be.
They got to cash
traveling.
in.
Yeah, it's Han Solo season. They're wearing the Uggs and the vest and the shirt.
Yeah.
And they got their PSL in one hand. And,
PSL, it pays the bills.
and they're checking
during
out
these
Andrew's
months, you know?
Snapchat on the other. So,
Look at this.
What else do you
ugly
need?
Guy.
oh, you don't show yourself, do you? Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of followers.
Thanks.
So you just show the toilets, right?
Like Andrew's sitting where he's sitting, so his back is turned to the camera. We're trying. I mean, this is the best we can do. For those of you, yeah, there is a video, by the way. If I didn't say that up top, if you want to, you can go to the Half-Assed Media YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch the video of this episode. If for some reason you want to watch people sitting around, I will pull up.
Well, we're animated,
Videos.
so
Well, this
it's
is
not
true.
like we're just sitting around.
There's
we're
a whole-
waving our,
yeah,
we're-
there's a lot of
three
this.
Italians in the room, and we're waving our appendages.
There's a lot of
about.
nervous energy as
Yeah,
well.
like
so.
we can't speak without using our hands. We know
You're
this.
barely Italian. It's like 2.5 Italians.
Yeah, well, okay, fine. I'll give you that.
I'm Italian.
Well, before we get ramped up again, I say that's where we draw the line. So,
That's a pretty deep line.
yeah. But there's more. But see, it could be a little bit of a cliffhanger for next week. If you've enjoyed this particular brand of bullshit, the guys will be back next week. And frankly, as long as the taps are still working. So
What's on?
we'll
tap
be back
week?
next week.
We got Kane.
I
Source,
mean, well,
what we
listen,
got?
you need to leave a little bit behind, otherwise they're not going to have us back. So there is
We'll sponsor or something. Like we'll buy a cake.
maybe. Well, I mean, listen, that might be the way it goes.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, that's what I
okay.
thought.
He's like, listen, we got a business to run here. All right, well, if you want it, we'll sell it. I mean, just not the toys, not the toys.
No,
not the
no,
decor.
no.
But the booze, yes, because that's count. No. In the meantime, if you're interested in everybody's individual brand of bullshit, you can follow apparently Andrew on Snapchat at metal_Drew. That's also his handle on Instagram. You can follow Jack on Twitter at JackWagon85 and on Instagram at JacksonFigure1985. You can follow Ryan on Instagram at Honey I Drunk the Beers. Follow now because he's going to give up on that too.
And you got the 11 months and
Yeah, just,
If
that's
that.
16
before the
days.
well goes dry.
Yeah, right.
I'll still be drinking, but
He
I'll
just
lose
won't
the
be posting.
inspiration.
Yeah, that window box you got for all the photos is just going to be a dust magnet from now on. And you can follow me on Twitter at Chris Aballo and on Instagram at Chris Sells Out. And of course, you can follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at Cape Pod. And please like, subscribe, follow, all that other good stuff because, yeah, there's a lot more to come. And clearly a new era thanks to the fine folks at A Shared Universe podcast studio.
Yes.
That there'll be quality shows that aren't going to be on Zoom, for fuck's sake. Finally, something that's not going to be on Zoom.
Anything but Zoom.
I mean, listen, Zoom fatigue is real, and I'm feeling it. I've been doing shows on Zoom for 6 months, so I'm
Tired of
very,
looking
very
at
happy.
people's houses, really.
I'm just tired about people walking in not knowing they're on camera. That's the thing that's. I did it. Well, I did a screen. Okay,
What do you
we're
mean
gonna-
by people?
We're gonna go out on the. Well, it's mostly dudes. I'm not kidding. I was in a screenwriting workshop that was happening online on Zoom, obviously, and this woman literally has her laptop. She sat back on her couch. The laptop's like on the coffee table, and her husband comes in the door. That's just in the frame next to the couch. No shirt on.
Lovely.
And like he's on par with Jack, if not completely, like, you know, he had a frontal sweater, and he's like, and a beard, and like big like Coke bottle glasses. So it was quite the package, if you know what I mean. So just seeing him pop in a frame, and literally everybody, there's, I don't know, like 14 windows open, different people, and the woman's talking to this guy, and the teacher's talking, and the rest of us, I can see everybody else just kind of going. Because everyone's on mute, because obviously the teacher's talking. Yeah, kind of. But yeah, all the students are on mute, and the teacher's the only one who's talking. But I see everybody else's face just.
What is that?
And that was me too. I'm thinking, like, I hope she doesn't hear this. And like, there was a part of me that was like, is he going to sit down and see what's doing? Because that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Because there'd be a point where all the attention was on him. The poor teacher probably didn't notice because, he was with it. Whereas the rest of us were just like, look at that. But yeah, no Zoom. I mean, not to say that won't happen in the future, but for now, we're happy to be here at the studio. So please like, subscribe, check out the only podcast that matters as well. Listen to the best of, which, if this is your thing, that's what that was. So
Hey,
200
Mike,
and something episodes of that.
The studio have a social besides Facebook?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. You can do it late. Do it later.
A shared universe.
No problem.
A shared universe on social media. shareduniverse.com as well.
Yeah.
And all that'll be in the video episode. It'll be in the end credits. You guys will see that
Yes.
if you somehow miss it. And if you're watching the video, links in the description below. You can sign up for Audible and all sorts of good stuff. Get you some free stuff for supporting the show, and more on the Patreon page coming soon. That is forthcoming in this month, the end of October. And that'll do it. So until next time, for Andrew, Jack, Ryan, and Mike, this is Chris Aballo, and this was it.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?